Amazing. I'm so glad that we were able to go live on Instagram, because last week when I did my weekly live, we could not get Wi-Fi access. Running out of water. Could not. And therefore I just had to record it on my phone and then I uploaded it later. So it still worked, which was amazing. Oh, okay, so I'm just bringing up my Facebook now so I can see any comments that come through. So today I'm going to be talking about how I made 23K in sales. So this is in sales in the last 7 days. So some of you guys would have seen that I did 7-day frenzy, an Easter sale. Now this wasn't in my strategic plan. It was not in my plan. It was something that just came through, and I have done an Easter sale before. But I wanted to talk more about this because I think it's really important to talk about, like, yes, seeing people's results, but then what was actually going on behind the scenes, and also to talk a little bit more around the difference between sales and cash. Okay. So for those of you who are on Instagram and joining me live, I'm going live on Facebook as well. So if you notice my eyes kind of wandering, it's because I'm looking down at Facebook and then here up on Instagram. So let's get into the juiciness. I'll just make sure that everything has been shared to all the right places. Beautiful. I think we are all good. Okay. So usually when it comes to business planning, I always do like a 12-month plan. Well, I like a 2 to 3 year plan, and then I always plan out at the beginning of the year or more kind of the end of the past year. I figure out, okay, what does my 12-month goals look like? What offers am I going to be putting out there? Sometimes it goes to plan and sometimes it doesn't go to plan. Okay. And this is the importance of being okay with being flexible and pivoting, but also ensuring that you do have some sort of strategy and plan in place. Because what it does is, if you don't have a strategy in place and you're just showing up and winging it every day, you're using a lot of energy, mind power, and emotions and energy to do the things that are coming through, instead of being able to just wake up, you look at your list of things to do, just like you would if you would go to a job and you know exactly what to do. It just shortens the time frame for thinking or being in your head. You know exactly what you need to do for the day, so you get up and you do it. Okay, so that's why it's really important to have a strategy, and of course then you can see the results that come from the strategy. So I usually have a 12-month plan, which of course I have in place. And in the past, I've done, when it comes to holidays, I've always done like a flash sale, or some sale has come through me, but I always use these kind of, they'll either be an intuitive download or something fun, like I just want to mix things up in my business, or if I'm feeling like I want to do something, this is where the intuitive nudges or the intuitive downloads come from. So this gives me kind of like the playfulness in my business, but then I also have like, okay, I'm going to be launching this offer this month, or this offer this month, and then I know exactly, like, is it going to be a pre-sale, like what the time frame of the pre-sale is, when it's going to be going to full price. Like I have that in place as well. So the reason I'm sharing this with you guys is because there's a few factors that come into like being able to have these sales come through, or if you're questioning or you're kind of in a space right now in your own business where maybe you've done a frenzy before and people haven't bought, I'm letting you know I've also been there as well. Okay. So the reason I'm sharing and I want to talk about this live with you guys is to give you like the behind the scenes of like, it's taken me so long, and work has gone into this, and consistency has gone into me being able to have 23K in sales come through. Okay. And most of you guys know, and if you don't know and you're new to my world, hello. I just kind of jumped straight into it because there's a few things I want to talk about. Is that now I've lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? It'll come back to me. Oh, that's what it is. Told you. So basically, most of my offers that I've put out there are always kind of like the medium to high ticket. So if you guys know, my Rebirth, my 12-month mastermind is at a high level. It is a 30K investment. So it's more of the higher spectrum in terms of the high level containers. And then I also do quite a few medium containers. So for example, my fast track course is a medium ticket container, and that is more of like between the 1 to the 5, depending on if you just want the modules and the trainings, and if you want that support, that additional support as well. So this is the reason why I'm excited, is because this is the first time that I have done a lower end offer, same price. So a lower end offer. So I've received a lot more, like a quantity of sales, but with a smaller price point. And so my business, and I've shared this so many times with you guys before, is that my business has been based off one-to-one support and high-level containers. So with my containers, I would have higher sales come through, but the quantity of people was smaller. This time I've dropped the prices. So the prices are from a lower price point, but I've had more people come through. Okay, so for example, if someone was to invest into my high level mastermind, it's 30K. So if someone invested into that today and they decided to go on a payment plan, then that is a 30K sale, right? But the cash received is the payment plan that they go on. So whether it's a 12-month payment plan, if someone was to pay me 30K up front, then that's 30,000 in sales and $30,000 cash. Okay, so the thing I'm excited about is because I've had my business so based on one-to-one, now we've shifted into one-to-many. And so all of the offers that I promoted over the 7 days are all pre-recorded courses. Okay, they are all pre-recorded courses. So what I basically have done is I've pre-recorded these courses are from courses that I've done in the past, or courses that I just whipped together in a short amount of time, or I launched them last year or whatever. But these courses have already been pre-recorded. People have bought them. So I don't have to serve anyone like I would in my one-to-one, because they purchased the pre-recorded videos of the courses. And the reason this is exciting is because I've received the sales. Some people have gone on payment plans. So as you would have seen, I've said 23K in sales. So that's not cash received, that is in sales. Okay, so what that would look like is some people have paid up front, and so I've received cash for that, and some people have gone on payment plans. But the whole strategy and point around me doing this frenzy was to get people in at a lower price point and new people in my field, new people getting to know my work. So if you are in a business and you have also been like me, and it's been one-to-one, and you're just kind of like, not over it, but you've gotten to a point where you're either capped out and you need to take some time away and do some healing. So that's the whole point of why I shifted my business from one-to-one to one-to-many now, is so that I can take some time for myself to do some healing, but also to support those in the masses rather than that one-to-one. So what actually happened? What was I doing in order for this to come through? Honestly, in the past, I would have, and I can hear myself thinking this, in the past, when I would set like a money goal or a sales goal or create an offer, and this is how many people I wanted to come through, is I would know exactly how many people. Now you can do this in terms of a strategy piece, but for this particular launch or strategy that I've used, as in the Easter Frenzy, is I was very unattached to the outcome. I didn't care how many people were to come through. I didn't care about how much money I was going to make. I literally just wanted to have fun, to put 7 days of offers out there, to just be open to whoever wanted to buy them, to buy them. So I was very unattached to this. So this is a key for those of you who are clients of mine or have gone through or going through any of my programs right now, which I've also been saying to you guys and new people here, that if you are attached to the outcome, you are trying to control it. And so what I invite you to do is to surrender. Yes, have your kind of target, so you know exactly what actions and you know the strategy that you need to have in place to get them, but be unattached, be open to how many people are going to come through, be open to how much money is going to come through. that was one of the key things that I did for this frenzy. I was really like unattached. I was open to whoever was going to come through. It was going to be the right people to come through. And I wasn't really worried or attached to how much money I was going to make through this launch. So that is one of the keys that I want to share with you guys, is be unattached. When it comes to manifestation, part of manifestation is to let go of the outcome. Okay, so one, the masculine, set the intention of what you want, let it go, give it to the universe, and then take action, just knowing that you're going to get the results that you want. Okay, there's 3 keys, and this is something that I learned from my past mentor. So amazing. Set your intention, which is the masculine, around what you want and what your desires are. 2, let it go. Let it go, surrender. And 3, just know it's going to happen and take action from that place. Not taking action from a place of like, I've got to make these sales. I've got to make this amount of money that I said I was going to make. Because what happens is then you come in from the energy of scarce, controlling. You don't believe it's going to happen. You're not trusting. You're not surrendering. Okay. So the first thing is I was unattached. The second thing is I did have an idea of what my offers were. So there was some sort of strategy in place, even though it wasn't in my 12-month strategy. I did have a strategy in place. The strategy was I knew exactly what offer was going out. It was only for 12 hours. So there was that urgency that kept people there. It was for a ridiculous price. And then my other strategy to show more people that people are getting in is actually to let people know that people are enrolling. Right? So that was the strategy that I had in place for that. And of course, the programs and the offers that I chose were ones that were pre-recorded. So people have paid, they get the value of the offer. And then if they choose to move forward in whatever way, then they can move forward in whatever way they want to move forward in any of my other offers. So what this can be a really great tip for is if you are stagnant in your business right now, if you're not having sales come through right now, if you're not having clients come through right now, or you've got a couple of clients, but you want to receive more, if you're not receiving the money that you desire, first things first, your mindset needs to be in check. I knew that I was going to make, like I had a belief system that aligned to my goals. I knew that I was going to make money, but I was very unattached to which offers, whether they were going to be all of them. Because in the past, guys, when I've done sales before, you know, I've put offers out there, people haven't bought, but I haven't gone away and I mean, at the beginning, I used to do this. I haven't gone away and I've learned and I've taught myself and I've managed my emotions. That I'd go away and have a cry and, oh my God, my no one wants my stuff, da 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 da. Right? So you've got to have a bulletproof mindset. You've got to believe and you've got to back yourself when you're putting things out there. You've got to be excited about it. Okay. Yes, exactly. So you've got to be excited about it. The other thing is you need to have a strategy in place. So have an idea of what it looks like. And the energetics, just know it's going to happen in the way it's supposed to happen and let it happen. There's too much control sometimes when we're trying to do things. So if any of this is resonating, or if you're in the space where you're not receiving sales, you're not receiving money in your business, do something fun. For me, it was, okay, it's Easter. Gosh, I haven't organized an Easter sale or anything like that. What can we put together? Throw something together. And that's what we did. That's what we did. And from that, we've had, I think it's 29 or 30 people come through. Some people, no, not 29 or 30 people, sorry, because some people have bought many offers. But 29 to 30 sales have come through and a total of 23K, like total of money in sales. That is how much has come through. Okay. And imagine if you're sitting there thinking, you know, oh, it's too late, or oh, I can't do that, or who's going to buy my stuff, or this is not good enough, or that's not ready, or whatever excuse you're telling yourself, you're missing out on the opportunity to possibly have this happen to you. Okay. Gosh, if you guys were to come into my life, into my mind on a daily basis, and I know this is like, if you think about your own mind, our mind tells us shit excuses and stories all the time. You have a choice to either listen to them or not. If you listen to your excuses and your doubt and your fear, and the fear of being rejected, or it's not perfect, or I don't know, someone's not going to like me, or someone's going to disagree with me, whatever. If you focus on that, it will derail you and you won't take action. If you can choose to show up, even though your mind is telling you this crap, then you give yourself the opportunity to experience things like this. And I mentioned earlier also, this didn't happen for me overnight. There have been many times I've put things out and people haven't bought, but I just keep going because I always think in the back of my mind, only one person. If one person wants to buy this, then I get to help and change their lives. It only takes one person. So if you've put out some offers and no one has bought, keep going, put out your offers, change things up a bit. Ask yourself, instead of going, oh my God, like I suck, or my offers are, no one's buying from me. Instead of thinking from that perspective, ask, interesting. Do I need to communicate my offer a little bit better? Do I need to change things up in terms of the way that I'm promoting it? Am I promoting it enough? Am I being consistent in sharing the information about the offer? Am I obsessed with my offers? Do I believe that people can come in? Am I confident in myself? Am I confident in my work? Am I confident in my offers? Is my strategy aligned? Do I have people that are watching my stuff, or am I just sending things out and no one's kind of engaging, or no one knows what I do? Maybe I'm not clear on what my offer is, or who I am, or what is the work that I do. And there are so many different pieces, but if you go straight into I'm shit, no one wants to buy from me, if you're going straight into that, you're missing the opportunity of what it could actually be. It could be just simply that you're not backing yourself enough. Like, if you were to look at the branding that I put out, there was no branding in terms of me putting these things out on stories. It was literally going on and just creating. Just on the Instagram story, there was no, like, I didn't do anything in Canva, and just writing what the offers were. There was nothing special about it. So please know that if your mind is saying to you that you've got to have branding, or you've got to have clients, whatever excuse, honestly, it's bullshit. And it's stopping you from receiving the money, the clients, the desires, the freedom, the thing that you're wanting to go after. It is stopping you from doing that. So if you are someone who is in the space right now where you're not receiving clients, come up with a juicy offer, put it out there, and back it. If you want to know the finer details, if you want the extra support, all of that jazz, I go into it more depth in my fast track course. So just message me about that if you want to know more information about it. But for now, all you have to do is take your offer, the one that you've been not putting out there because you're afraid, or if you don't even have one, just do one-to-ones. Put out a message to your people, send an email out to your people and let people know, hey, I've got 5 spots for people to come and do some one-on-one work with me. If there's nothing happening in your business, you've got to get resourceful. But if there is stuff happening in your business and you're shifting, and you just get this download that you want to go and do a sale, then follow it. Follow the nudge. Because the reason why I want to share about following the nudge is because sometimes if you're someone like me, in terms of strategy, you feel a little bit kind of limited by the strategy. Like, for example, if you have, like, let's just say for the month of April, you're launching the specific offer, and you're feeling a little bit stagnant in your energy, go and do the work that you need to do to shift it, whether it's embodiment, journaling, meditation, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, just do the thing. But if you're feeling like there's something else that's coming through you, then follow that nudge also. And that's what was happening for me. I was in the feeling of like, I know that I'm offering Fast Track again this month, but I'm wanting some new people to come through. What does it look like? 7 days, 7 offers, 777. Like, I don't even know. Like, but I don't question it. I just go with the flow. I just allow it to come through and I go with the flow. Sometimes we can sit there thinking like, okay, well, how is that going to work? Or, okay, so 7 days, 7 offers, it's got to be this and it's got to be that. No. When you're in that vibration, honestly, you're killing it, basically. You're controlling it. And so, of course, when you're trying to control something, you're in the energy or the vibration of scarcity. And then, of course, you're not going to show up in the way of expansion or abundance. So then you're not going to get the results. So this is it. Got to have the mindset. You've got to have the energy backing it, and you've got to have a strategy in place. Like, those are the 3 key things if you want to explode your business. Or not even, it doesn't even have to explode your business. Like, if you just want to have clients coming through and people paying you for your work because you know that you can freaking help them, you've got to believe that it's possible for you. You've got to back yourself, the energy, and then you've got to have a strategy in place. So if you are wanting to know more about Fast Track, like I said, just send me a message. I'm not going to go into details around it because there's heaps of information on my Instagram and Facebook. But if you are someone who wants to scale their business or start and launch their business to their first 10K, then the Fast Track course is for you. It's 12 weeks. Send me a DM or a comment below on this live, Fast Track, and I will send you all the details. We started last month in March, but what I'm going to be doing is bringing people in this month and next month, and we're just going to have a party. Everyone bringing in 10K, right? So that's it from me today. I'm sending you guys lots of love. I hope you have got some real good value from this. And this is going to kick your butt into action to actually go out and put the thing out that you know that you can put out without having the excuses stop you. All right, Instagram, I'm sending you lots of love. Bye for now. I'll see you guys next week. And Facebook, thank you guys so much for having me. Lots of love. Bye for now.